Hi everyone, and welcome to Paper Pumpkin Week here on Creative Chelsea. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my third paper pumpkin alternative made with the April 2026 kit called Lakeside Retreat. This kit had enough supplies to make 9 cards, 3 in these 3 different designs, along with coordinating envelopes. And if you're interested in watching me unbox this kit or see any of my other alternatives, you can click on the playlist up here in the top right corner. Today we're going to be creating this cute thank you card using 3 different kind of patterns and the cute bike die cut. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so from the kit, you are going to need these pieces. So this is the sky piece from, I think it was our first alternative. It's 1.5 inches. Then we have some white plank cardstock from the card base that is 1.5 inches. Both of these are 4.25 inches. And then some blue stripe, also 1.5 inches by 4.25. And then we've got the blue sign with coordinating white insert, and then the bike die cut. Those are all from the kit. From your own stash, you need a card base, and I'm going to do another long top folded card base. So it's 4.25 by 11 and scored at 5.5. Then I have a piece of gray granite. This is about 2.5 inches by 4.25, and then a scrap piece of basic white for some stamping. And then I think I've got 20 inches of gray baker's twine. So let's begin by taking the 3 pieces here. And if you would like to get a cutting guide so that you can see how to cut the card bases from the kit, you can get that for free by joining as a subscriber of mine, either as a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, so you get your kit and I'm your demonstrator, that kind of thing, being a demonstrator on my team, or by joining the Paper Pumpkin Cut Club. And you can do that through YouTube. So you just go over to my YouTube channel and there's like a join button, and by clicking on that you can join. You get sneak peeks that are exclusive, as well as the Paper Pumpkin Cut Club cutting guide. So hope that makes sense. Anyway, we are going to splatter on these 3 pieces. So put them in my little splatter box. And I'm going to splatter with my dark gray, gray granite blend marker. And you can either tap the pen on your bone folder or tap the bone folder on your pen. Both will work. And that just gives it a little bit of texture to the pieces. So we're going to organize it like this. Next, I'm going to stamp the birds in gray granite up at the top. Do you see that? So I've got my gray granite ink pad. Gonna ink up these cute little birds and put them in the sky here. Any angle will work. It's going to look something like that. And then we're also going to stamp the grasses in that peaceful pine Stampin' Spot that came in your kit. And we're going to do the first and second generation stamping, just like we've done on a couple other image cards. So I'm going to do one here. If you want, you can add a little moisture to the stamp, just to kind of really make sure that second generation's image comes out nice. This one I'm going to put right up against the edge, which actually makes it so I can't do the second generation. So we're going to do stamp off, stamp on. Here is a little scratch paper to get a little bit off. Put a little moisture on there and do another little stamp right there. Okay. So one on each side of the white wood plank And then while we have that out, let's go ahead and do just a little more stamping. So I'm going to do 3 together. So first generation, second generation, and then another one, just like that. And we're going to fussy cut that out. All right, let's see if we need anything else. I think that's done. Let's go ahead and do our card base first, and then we'll come and cut that out when we're ready. So it looks like I got some ink on that card base, and that's okay because I'm just going to cover it up with my pieces. I'm going to do about a 1/2 inch from the top with this sky piece. And that just goes straight onto my card. Wonder where that ink's coming from. Is that my fingers? Oh, maybe it's on my glass mat somewhere. That's okay. So using my glass mat, just measure down about a 1/2 inch. Make sure that goes across nice and straight. That's kind of the problem I had on one of my other cards, is I wasn't using my glass mat and it was a little crooked. Next, do not put this one down yet. You're just going to put that down as a guide, and then you're going to glue the blue stripes down. So right now it's the sky and the blue stripes that are glued down, and the white one is just to keep everything the right distance away from each other. Okay, so everything just gets added. And that should be about another 1/2 inch. Yeah, so another 1/2 inch down here at the bottom. Okay, so smooth those things out. And it's going to look like this, okay? Then you're going to take the gray granite cardstock piece and tear a little from each edge. It can be very organic. And then this goes right in the center, just like that. Okay. You want to make sure those edges match. And if you want, you can do some more distressing on the gray granite, kind of curl it up just a little bit. Okay. And then this goes between these two pieces with dimensionals. So let's go ahead and pop this in here. It should just go right between the two, edge to edge, just like that. Then you can add your bike, and we're just going to put it right about there. So more on the right side with a little bit of space at the bottom, and that will give us room for our greeting, which we will stamp next. So I'm stamping my greeting in Misty Moonlight, which is a coordinating color. You can do any color you want. I'm going to do thanks at the top. You can do any of the greetings, okay? So this is going to go at the top, maybe about 1/8 of an inch from the top edge. So that goes first. Then the little rope design. Once that's in place, press down evenly. And then I'm going to do You Are an Inspiration, and I'm separating it so that it will fit. So I'm going to do You Are first and have that be in the center. Okay, so here's a close-up. And then you need to clean it or you're going to get second generation stamping on that You Are. So you can use baby wipes or the Simply Chamois, or you can run it under some water. I'm just going to make sure there's no image popping out. And then we're going to do An Inspiration on our second line. So using the edge of your ink pad, you're just inking up the words you want, and you're adding an inspiration, just like that. Okay, so that works very nice. And we're going to add this to our blue sign. And I am going to remove the little hanging sign pieces, but you can keep it on if you want. I'm just going to use my paper snips to cut those off. Okay, and that's going to go right here. And we're going to put a bow. So we're going to do a double bow using some tear and tape. I'll just put it right there. So I have about 20 inches. You could do a little less if you wanted. I might be cutting some off of the end when we're done. So this is a double bow. So we have one, and then you're going to do two with one side, and then you'll repeat. And you want your loops to just be a little bit different in size, just so that way there's some interest there. Okay, so 1, 2, and then just to make sure it all stays in place, you're going to add another little piece of adhesive over that. Okay, then you're going to pop these up with dimensionals. And I think I'm going to put them in the corners. I'm not going to worry about adding them to the center because the twine will be in the center. I'm going to move this more to the middle and then pop this on. So it will cover the bike just a little bit. And then if you have any twine that you want to trim off, just grab yourself a good pair of scissors and you can trim just a little off there on each side. Okay. And then I did add some of the embellishments on this card. So I'm going to grab my take a pick tool, and you can add these wherever you want. Oh. There we go. I'm just going to put one down at the bottom of this little grass bundle, and oh, we need to do our little grass at the bottom there. We can do that. Let's do another one on this side. And then let's do a third one here. Okay. So let's finish that off. We forgot to do that. So I'm going to take the 3 grasses and you're just going to fussy cut these out. Make sure to still go around the lighter image. Okay, that second generation, we still want to include that when we're cutting these out. Okay, so we've cut that out, and we didn't need to worry about the bottom so much because we're going to lay it over the bike. So what I'm going to do is just take my paper snips and just kind of cut a little snip on this side and cut a snip on that side. It's pretty much just right below the cattails. And then I'm going to take my paper trimmer and we're going to trim it off. So right below those cattails is where I want to cut. Really wherever we cut is just fine. And then we'll pop this up with some dimensionals at the bottom. One right there, maybe one on the other side of the tire. And we want the edge to line up with the bottom of the white section. So just like that. And that just gives some depth to our card as well, because we have grass in the front and the back of the bike. And your card is all done. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me create this beautiful card today. If you're interested in getting your own paper pumpkin kit, please subscribe using the link in the description below. If you would like to see written instructions or close-up images on how I created this card, you can visit my blog, creativechelsea.com. Thanks so much for watching. Have a creative day. Bye.